everybody. Welcome to episode 7 of the X-Squadron podcast. I got with me today my X-Squadron, Matt Pegno.
Hello.
I got PSAP.
Hello there.
I got John Pagano.
Good evening.
I got Matt Miani.
Hello.
We are lacking a couple of
Soldiers.
squadron pilots?
Squad
members, okay.
Demo's phone we discovered is
Demo's
apparently
Demo's
not
Dunzo.
working. So we tried to contact him to tell him to come today, and we never got a response back. So he's just lost out there.
The technical term is Dunzo.
His spirit is with us.
I hope he shows up tomorrow
Dunyan
at
rings.
12:30. He's like, come
Yeah,
to me.
that would be great.
Currently, I'm drinking the coffee that BSAP bought accidentally, and it's quite good. And I took it from him without asking.
It's better because he paid for it, right?
Much better.
Everything's
Quite a
always
good
better
coffee.
when it's free. Right off the bat, I want to say thanks to Andrew Brooks, because I always forget and I always leave him till the end. But thanks to Andrew Brooks for making us our logos and our posters and everything
Thank you very much.
that we can use
Yep.
to promote our wonderful podcast. What else did I want to say? We have news. Oh, we got a gong. That's
We
right.
did get a gong.
This is
Me, Sap, and Pagano went to Chinatown this morning. Like 2
What a
hours.
disaster.
Like
It
2
was a
hours. It was not a
disaster.
disaster. It was fun.
Smells funny.
It does not. It does not. It's a wonderful place full of wonderful people and good deals. I got an apple for $1, and it was good.
I got 2 Slim
you,
Jims for
you
75
overpaid for an
cents.
apple.
Yeah, that's true.
What's the gong for? Why don't we give everybody an idea?
The
what
gong is for. So the bell is for
BB-88.
BB-88.
Minor.
Like minor offenses.
so that's like a misdemeanor.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like
The gong's for a felony.
the gong's for a felony. Like when you say something really dumb.
And what are we gonna name it?
I thought we were gonna say BB-99.
I thought we were calling it
Nah,
the bong.
wait,
The bomb.
B, B and then gong.
Nah, that's
See,
too.
that's
There's
edgy.
too much. Yeah,
That's
there's too much
edgy.
edginess to that.
We're edgy.
I'm gonna step away about 10 feet to ring it. All
Can
right.
we call
so-
it Galvatron?
Yes, we can call it Galvatron. It is now Galvatron. Good
The
job.
Galvatron gong.
All right, I'm gonna step back.
It's really loud.
All right, I'm gonna ring it. Ready?
Yep. Jesus.
Jeez. I apologize for all you headphone
I want to
users.
see the waveform on that.
That just spiked.
Let me see the spike on that.
Yeah, it's right. That one right there. There's not enough screen for that
It's
one.
a solid, like, straight line down the middle of the waveform. It's beautiful.
Let's just hope PSAP doesn't get too many of those, because then we'll be going deaf.
I just want purpose.
Okay. Well, this is a special podcast. We wanted to get one in before summer kind of began, and we
It
all
has
kind of go
begun.
our separate ways. Yeah, but officially, like today, the grades are due and everything like that. But like, you guys have summer jobs, right?
Of course.
Yeah,
What-
and I leave on Wednesday for Ecuador.
Yeah.
Oh, Ecuador with Mr. Chifulio.
No, it's CFX.
CFX.
Oh, CFX
Yeah.
Ecuador. Oh, nice. And what do you do there?
It's an immersion trip, so we're going to communicate and build relationships with the
You don't
the nice
speak.
peop-
You don't speak Spanish.
No, I don't speak a word of Spanish.
I thought you had to. I thought that was a requirement.
Oh, not at all.
No?
None of
Really?
the kids speak Spanish. Mr. Levy and Mr. Muley can get by though.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Where are you guys working?
Poly Prep Summer Experience.
Yes, we are.
Oh, I wrote a letter for that, didn't I?
Yes, you did, and it got me a job, so I'm assuming it worked.
There you go.
There you go.
Both of you are doing the same thing?
Second year. We've been going since we're 5. So
All
now
right.
this is our second year working there.
What about
Yeah.
you two? You guys got work or
I am
trips?
hopefully lined up for a camp instructor job out in Southampton.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing the HAP program here.
Oh, with me. You're going to be with me.
Yeah, I'm gonna be with you.
All right, sweet.
Also, after work,
Yeah.
going on vacation.
Oh, where are you headed?
I'm headed on a nice, quick little stop in San Francisco. I'll be
You know-
visiting.
you know
Excuse
what's
wait,
San Francisco?
wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'll be visiting Alcatraz,
Yeah.
Yosemite,
Yeah.
not Skywalker
You-
Ranch.
You're not going down south, are you? Down
No.
south, down
You know,
Southern
no.
California?
No, I was in
Down
this
the
Like
one.
a ranch or
No.
something? Or?
No,
No, it's Rancho
Lu-
Cucamonga. I was there once.
Oh,
It's actually
it's a
really
nice
nice.
place.
The Lucas Ranch?
It's something
Yeah.
nice.
No, and then we're going on a cruise to Alaska.
Oh, nice.
Sarah
Yeah.
Palin.
Yeah, Sarah Palin. She could see Russia from her house.
True.
All right. Just what she says.
Get started.
All right.
Sorry, we've wasted 5 minutes of your
No,
life.
that's good.
It's all right.
It's only 4.5. Suicide Squad. 5 members of the Task Force S are likely to die before the end of the movie.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Oh,
Like,
I found a potential leaked script. I don't know how true it is.
I don't want to know it.
But it
I don't
seems
know.
like it works though, because according to what we saw in the trailer,
I think they're gonna leave Deadshot alive.
for example,
if that happens.
according
yeah.
to this, it does. Because or if you remember, I was talking about in the trailer in the first episode, how we see Slipknot in very few scenes.
Slipknot's he's a dead man.
According to
Han
the
Solo.
script,
You're a
according to
dead
the
man.
script- According to the script, Slipknot dies,
Okay.
and the other person that dies is El Diablo. He sacrifices himself later in the movie.
That
for
makes
Steve.
sense.
Doesn't someone die like right off the bat?
Yeah, Slipknot.
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 That's what we
Right.
think.
I
anyway.
predict Slipknot. But what's the the girl with the sword.
It's
Katana?
Katana.
Katana.
Yeah.
I was thinking Lady Deathstrike.
Slipknot, Katana, El Diablo. What's his name? Diablo. Just
El Diablo.
El Diablo. He'll die. Killer Croc. Would they kill Killer? No.
No,
Probably- I
according
don't
to the
know.
leaked script, it's just El Diablo and Slipknot.
They better not kill
They
Harley
won't.
Quinn.
They
They're
won't
not gonna
kill
kill
Harley or
They're not.
Deadshot or Captain Boomerang.
Yeah, those are the three they
Just
did.
They'll probably
because
make a movie off them.
just because
Yeah, in the
Deadshot
future.
and Captain Boomerang arguing is funny.
Well, I would like to see a Hush movie with the origins of Harley Quinn.
They could do it.
Well, that'd be
I think
cool.
that would be
they're
really
doing
cool.
they're doing Harley Quinn origins in this movie. So.
Oh, okay.
I really like Harley Quinn.
Yeah, she's a cool character. Full track list for the new Bourne movie released.
Yeah, this is. I didn't look too much into this, but I think it's gonna. It looks like it's gonna be pretty good. I know. I think what's his face? Matt Damon is coming back.
Yeah, he's definitely coming
he's
back.
back.
Yeah, to play it again, to play him again. I don't really know where they can take it. They've kind of done the same plot for 4 movies now.
Yeah.
I hope they do something fresh. Like the first one's really good. The next 3 are really not amazing.
They're pretty good. I'd say they're all 8s.
They're okay.
Except for the one with Jeremy Renner.
That one's not that
That
good.
one's pretty bad.
I like Jeremy Renner. He doesn't get enough.
He doesn't get enough credit, but it wasn't a
Best
good movie.
Jeremy Renner movie.
Mission Impossible.
Not my,
He was really
Probably
good.
the
in
Hurt
Ghost-
Locker, but I haven't
Hurt
seen it
Locker.
yet.
He was really
I
good in
haven't
Hurt
seen Hurt
Locker's
Locker.
awesome.
Haven't
Oh,
seen
by
it.
the way, his co-star Hurt Locker, Anthony Mackie, who plays Falcon. You know, two great actors, my dad, and a great movie. Hurt Locker is a fantastic movie.
Oh, BSAP, you're going to be excited about this one.
Oh boy.
John Williams. He's set to score Ready Player One, Indiana Jones, and possibly Star Wars 8 and 9.
I did hear. I don't know about 9, but I heard 8, and he said that. And I forgot where he said. I think you got an award, a lifetime award, and he said something about I'll direct it, not, only because I don't want anyone else scoring music for Daisy Ridley.
Oh,
So I think he's got a little bit of the hots for
The
Excuse me.
Hots?
the hots.
the hots.
He's
How old are you,
90.
6?
What do you mean he's 80 something?
He's
It's
a-
a joke. Oh my
He's
god.
like 89.
What's
It's a joke.
what's Ready Player One? Like I heard a lot about that book, but I don't know.
I
much
actually,
what it's
I
about.
actually have that book. I haven't read it yet.
Imagine-
But I know I think it's sort of like, you're controlling an avatar, but it's like the future. You're in the game.
It's like Wreck-It Ralph the movie.
Yeah, I think it's a similar concept like to Tron. You get
Yeah.
in the game permanently.
Or
and-
Spy Kids 3. Game over.
Stop that.
Is that the title?
That's
Oh
the
my
title.
God. remember that
see,
one.
Peg, no, that is just not allowed. I'm
That's
sorry.
not
That's
allowed.
against
No,
our
my
rules.
favorite Shark
That's
Boy and
not
Lava
allowed.
Girl. No,
Shark-
Shark Boy and
Spy
Lava Girl.
Kids.
That's the same. It's made same
No,
director.
Shark Boy and Lava
Same
Girl.
director.
Yeah, Robert Rodriguez.
No, whatever.
Equally as
George
bad.
Lopez was in it as the evil guy.
No,
So-
we will do an episode on bad
No, what's his
movies
name?
eventually,
Dr.
don't worry.
Electricity?
Yeah,
Professor-
Mr. Electric.
Mr.
Mr.
Electric.
Electric.
That's it.
EA teased some new Star Wars games.
Yes,
Yeah,
they look fantastic.
At E3, they released
Okay.
some concept art and the new titles. I'll probably talk a little bit more about that later.
Matt
in
and I
the
are going
bit
to
by
do
bit.
that later, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
just betray me,
It
John.
looks. I mean, I hope they do some good stuff because, they did. What did they do? Knights of the Old Republic or
They're- no,
the Old Republic Star Wars?
The remake.
MMO?
There's a group right now that's out remaking a PC version of Knights of the Old Republic, and it looks fantastic.
It was very popular.
It was
in its heyday,
popular.
yeah.
I
Still
know
pretty
they're
popular.
remaking it. Yeah.
I know it's still available on the App Store for your iPads and iPhones, but they're remaking it, and for the PC, it looks absolutely fantastic. I have to say.
We use the word fantastic a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say I was going to say.
Okay,
we're
so,
fantastic for
That's
it
okay,
is
everyone
not
has
for
their
us.
word that they're gonna use.
Anybody
Yeah,
listening?
like Rancho Cucamonga. That's a fun word.
That is a fun word to say.
2 words.
Fox registers 2 possible titles for the next Wolverine, and I'm crying because of this.
It's not going to be Old Man Logan. The
It's
two
not.
titles that Fox registered are the two possibles are Wolverine, Weapon X, or just Weapon X for short. So it's not going
Right.
to be Old Man Logan. It's going to be Weapon X.
The entire X-Men franchise seems to be going into a giant.
I really wanted Old Man Logan,
Well,
but
whoops.
Weapon X should be cool.
I think they're going to mix it up.
Yeah?
I think they're going to bring in a little bit of both.
All right. Mark Ruffalo teases vastly different Hulk versus Bruce Banner dynamic in Thor Ragnarok.
I heard.
I'm excited for this. He said they're going to do. He teased like a big confrontation between Hulk and Bruce.
Yay.
So I'm excited to see it. I like that dynamic. I think it's a really cool thing. I think this is a good movie to tease it in.
And they're going to have Planet Hulk in this, right?
Yeah, the Hulk is going to save this movie because two first Thor movies really kind of stink.
But the Hulk's, MCU movie isn't very.
I think that's one of the better ones, to be honest.
The 2008 Hulk.
Yeah, I think that's better than Thor.
Okay, yeah, true.
I really
Fair
don't like
enough.
Thor.
It's still not one of the.
The first
better
Thor
ones, though.
wasn't too bad.
I like the first Thor.
They
The
didn't
Dark
give
World was bad though.
Dark World.
Dark World was terrible.
stinks.
Awful.
That was terrible.
Malekith.
All right, we're gonna move to the news. I got this new little soundbite. Here it goes. That's how we're gonna transition. Whoop. That's how we're gonna transition between things now. It's my Transformers transition music. I like that one.
I
Can
can find one
I
on
do
my
this?
phone
Can I do this
probably
right to
better.
the mic?
Do what? That's really nice. So I got something to say for BSAP. I got a compliment from Miss Velasquez.
What?
She said that
Oh, I never get compliments.
She said that BSAP's voice is the more soothing out of all the voices.
Are you
Really?
serious?
I
don't
no,
even believe
I
that.
actually would agree with that.
Yeah?
I would agree with that.
I don't even believe that.
Well, she said it.
I mean, thank you.
We were at St. Pat's Cathedral for the graduation, waiting to line up, and she's like, BSAP's voice is probably the more soothing one out of everybody's.
I'm in shock.
I know, you're speechless.
I-
I've never seen you like this.
Yeah, but if you had to
Yeah.
pick, who would you say, Mr. I?
I would say Mr. I, obviously. I think that's
Yeah, I would say BSAP.
I would say honestly, I thought Will had the best radio voice.
Yes,
Really?
Will was like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Will was great. Will was
was
very
great.
My radio voice.
He had a very nice tone. He never really went too high or
He
too
never
low.
fluctuated a lot.
Do you think
yeah.
he's listening to this right now?
I hope he's listening. I miss
Oh,
Will.
hello, Will.
I had him on the emails. I wish he would have come in.
Good
He said
evening.
he replied at 12:45 a.m.
I loved. I got that email.
I was awake.
laughing.
It was fun. We were all
Mr.
awake.
I and I were having a conversation at 1:30 via
Yeah.
email.
Beautiful.
I didn't expect anybody to get back to me. But
I was looking at it and I was playing.
I don't
Warcraft,
get the
so-
push notifications. They have for my Xavier email. I have to refresh it, and
I know, right?
I just got 6
Oh,
emails
the
just pop up.
struggle.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
struggle.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Pegno. Appreciate
No
that
problem.
one. Moving on.
moving on, I got an email, another one from our biggest fan. He's officially our biggest fan. If we
Mike
ever
Mor-
get a T-shirt, Mike Moran's gonna get a T-shirt for absolutely free.
Will I get a T-shirt free?
No.
We will get T-shirts. We will pay for
Wait.
T-shirts.
What
Mike
about
Moran will
polos?
get
I
it.
get polos.
We'll see.
We saw what happened the last time you designed a polo.
I did not design it, and it's based off a comic.
First of all, that was my design. I'm very proud of that design. And
I like
would,
it,
and I would
Mr.
do
I.
it again. in
I
August.
like it.
Roast.
Anyway, Mike Moran's email. This is what
evening.
actually sparked this idea for the show
Okay.
today. Because today's show, I forgot to tell everybody, today's show is going to be our favorite video games
I'm very excited for this topic.
In honor of E3.
in honor of E3. Dear X-Squadron, I enjoyed the most recent podcast a lot, but I
Thank you.
disagree with BSAP
Of course.
because I enjoy the lists. And one thing I think you should do is your top 5 video games. BSAP on the last episode said that we should give the lists a break. I personally like the lists.
I don't like
People
the list.
people want to like a podcast is about opinions,
Right.
and
And a
these
list
are
is
our
a good
opinions.
way to show it.
Well, you know
Yeah.
what I do? I listen to my other podcasts, and I don't usually hear lists. I
That's
usually
fine.
hear a string of events.
I know, we're
That's fine.
different.
And we don't always do lists.
Right, yeah.
We've done a couple that weren't lists. We've done movie reviews
Sap,
that
don't
had no
wear that
list
face.
involved.
Change your
Anyway,
expression.
he gives us his list. My game must have a campaign. The game must have a campaign. No sports games. Those are his rules.
Okay.
Okay. His list. Do we want to say his list, or do we
Sure,
want to
no,
say
go
four?
ahead.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. His list from starting at 5, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Okay.
Good game.
Number 4 was Call of Duty Black Ops.
Okay.
Which we actually amended the rules saying you can't have 2 of the same franchise. But
That's my
But that's
personal
okay.
rule, yeah.
That's okay from
These
Mr.
all
Moran
Call of
because it was
Duty?
his idea. Number 3 was Batman Arkham City.
Nice.
4 was
Very
Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Absolutely.
And 1 was Halo Reach.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
That was Mike Moran's email. So that's our topic for today. Our topic for today is our favorite video games. So who wants to start off? Anybody want to start off?
I'll start off.
Pagano, go ahead. Now, do we want to get through? Do we want to comment on each game as he says them, or let him get through his list?
Let's get through the list.
Let's get through the list. Then
Get through the list. Okay.
So, I don't know if anyone else is doing this, but I made my list according to the rule that I can't have 2 or more games from the same franchise. So, like, no 2 Call of Duty games. So, my list, my honorable mention is Just Cause 3.
Oh, fun game.
My number 5 is Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Number 4 is Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. 3 is Batman Arkham Knight. 2 is Fallout 4. And 1 is Far Cry Primal.
Okay. Now,
Those are pretty good.
I am I'll be 34 on August 19th.
Yay!
I do not own a PlayStation 4. The newest thing I own is a PlayStation 3, and I probably haven't bought a new game since Gran Turismo, 4, which is a long time ago.
And again,
So I have no idea what these games are.
That's perfectly fine.
So
Nor do I,
would
so-
you mind giving me a brief
the
description?
oldest game on my list is Black Flag, and that's 2014.
That I know. I know the Assassin's Creed
That's
games.
2014,
So
I believe.
Give me your list again and just explain what the game is
So
about.
my honorable mention, Just Cause 3. It's basically it's a third-person open-world action-adventure game. It revolves around a lot of explosions and the use of a grappling hook in conjunction with a parachute for the main character, Rico Rodriguez. And the main plot is him liberating certain islands and smaller countries from dictators. He's kind of like a dictator buster. And it's just a lot of explosions. It's really high action. It's really fun. My personal favorite in the series is 3, which is the newest, but Just Cause 2 is also a really fantastic game.
They're both a lot of fun.
Just Cause 2 is really awesome. It's one of the biggest worlds I know there is. I think the island of, it's called Panau.
Panau is Just Cause 2.
The island is, I know it's 400 square miles in like real...
Just Cause
life.
3, if you were to walk, like in-game, not in-game time, but in real life time, if you start on one end of the map in Just Cause 3, and you walk/swim across the entire map, it will take you 9 hours in real life.
What's the point of the game? What's your goal?
To overthrow the
dictator.
dictator. Yeah, who is, he's kind of like,
By yourself?
well, you in conjunction with like a rebel group. And
Sounds like Star Wars to me.
Rebels.
he's,
Is this for 3?
Real
yeah,
life
this is Just
Star
Cause 3.
Wars?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he's
make it
really
happen.
proficient with weapons. He utilizes an arm-mounted grappling hook and a parachute.
And he also has the squirrel suit in the new game.
He does
Yes.
have a
Does he
squirrel
have to
suit,
keep
yep.
packing his parachute away?
No.
Or is he
No,
wearing it?
it's like infinite parachutes. Fantastic.
It's a really funny thing. You just like when you let go of the parachute, it just kind of fades away
kind
and
of
it
exactly.
despawns.
And he
then the
has like
next time-
infinite ones in his pack.
Yeah,
it's
and then
great.
it just keeps going. It's infinite.
Seems kind of lame.
It's really
it's
high.
really-
The
it's really
action
fun.
is nuts.
It's really good though.
Especially
like-
with the grappling hook, you can
Yeah.
tether objects together. So if you have enemy soldiers in a car, let's say you're trying to escape from them, and you're on a runway, you can tether the enemy car to a plane that's taking off, and you can just
That's
One
pretty
of my
or
favorite
tether
things-
the plane to the ground and have the
Yeah.
plane crash.
One of my favorite things to do is
The ground just wouldn't come off the ground?
No, that's
Oh.
not how physics works in Just Cause.
Well,
There are no physics in
There
it.
are no physics
I've fallen off
in
the-
video games in general.
I've
really.
fallen off a mountainside after being hit by a nuclear bomb, and I was still alive.
you.
I once crashed into a mountain on a golf cart.
This was in real life, wasn't it?
Yes.
Thank you. Tell us about this.
Okay, so I was driving around in a golf cart. Well, first it was my
Where were you?
I think it was Hawaii.
Rancho
Okay.
Cucamonga?
Oh wait, Hawaii. What happened the last time you were in Hawaii?
No, this is no.
Was it that time?
No,
Oh,
maybe
was
it
it?
was.
Okay.
No, I still using my my hand though.
Get on with the story, please.
And it was
Sorry I asked.
we were in a golf cart and I didn't know which one was the brake, so like the first thing was
Oh
I'm like,
my
which one's the
goodness.
brake? And my mom panicked.
So you tested it, didn't you?
I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm like 80% sure that in a golf cart it says brake
No,
on the pedal.
It
it
does
does.
not.
It actually does.
It does not. Not this one.
This was a budget golf cart.
Okay.
And so we were pointed towards the mountain, and I hit the gas with everything I had. For
Assuming it was the brake, because to test it.
No,
So you
not
went from,
assuming it was
so you
the
went
brake.
from 3 to 6 miles an hour.
no,
I
but
still couldn't control it.
And like my brother was in the back, and he was like
Big
screaming.
Bro's involved.
Big Bro
And-
Why didn't you just
screaming
let
in the
go of the
background.
And I didn't. What happened?
Big Bro was screaming in the back
Yeah,
seat.
he's like ah. And then so instead of turning slowly with the gas,
yeah,
I just full speed into the mountain,
yeah.
and that was it.
There's gong number
Yeah,
one.
your story is over. Your story is over.
We get the point. Thank you,
Okay.
Sap. All right.
What was your other game?
Next on my list, number 5 is Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. It's the latest installment in the Rainbow Six franchise. It centers around special forces and anti-terrorist operations groups around the world.
That's pretty cool.
It's really cool.
I've heard of this Tom Clancy game.
It's one of my personal
It's
favorites.
really old.
Because it's kind of like what I'm interested to do in real life in the future. I do want to be an FBI agent. So you can play as the FBI SWAT team. You can play as Delta Force operators. You can play as GIGN. You can play as SAS.
G.I. Joe?
GIGN.
What's
French
that?
Special Forces.
Oh,
And so you play as like
Oui,
it's
oui.
like an online based multiplayer mode.
I am a sneaky spy.
Do they or do they not employ Pepe Le Pew to?
They do not.
Do they just run away when they get in trouble? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Good.
it's a really fun game. It's centered around tactics, like playing with other people. The multiplayer is really fun.
I've
And-
never done an online or multiplayer game before.
It's
hate
a
them. I hate
five-person
them.
tactical.
Right.
You always
shooter.
lose.
Oh,
Like,
that's
it's
cool.
best when played with
So you-
friends because
Okay.
you can plan the
Do
tactics.
people get
out.
really mad at each other on
Oh
that
my
online?
It's an
goodness.
online game.
Yeah.
But, like-
And there's a big emphasis on realism in that game and physics. It's not like Call of Duty where you could survive 16 bullets to your head and continue playing.
Right.
Just squat down, get some help.
There's also a friendly fire element because if you were to shoot your
Yeah.
teammate, he would. So there's a lot of that kind of
Yeah,
rage.
because I've like thrown grenades at my teammates and they've been like fine.
What a terrible teammate.
Yeah,
My
it's-
God.
So there's that.
Hey, how about Carl Hagelin winning the Stanley Cup last night, huh?
Okay, wait a minute. We need to stop right now. Where did that come into play?
You said teammate. I thought of sports teams.
Yes, I'm angry about it. I'm
All right.
infuriated
All
about
right,
it, in
I'm sorry.
fact. But unnecessary. Move on.
Okay.
God.
And
I'm
all
gonna
right.
take a walk.
Okay, what was your next one?
My next one, number 4, is Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, my
Okay.
personal favorite in the Assassin's Creed franchise. And I
Same.
like it because of its integration with water and ships. It's a pirate game, if anyone doesn't know, but
Is that for a PS3?
it's out for PS3. Yes.
Do you have it for PS3?
I have
it's
for
for-
Xbox 360 and
okay.
Xbox One,
It's for last gen and
and this gen too, like the
yeah,
newest gen.
it's for current and next gen and
I played Brotherhood. That was the last one. I played.
Brotherhood's good.
Brotherhood's a good game.
The thing what they did with Black Flag, which is why people like it a lot, is it takes place in the Caribbean. So it's
Caribbean?
The Caribbean.
That's,
whatever.
that's up for discussion as well.
If you would have
I
said
will discuss
Caribbean, I
that
would have
right
said
now.
Caribbean. But good.
It's up for
Caribbean.
discussion. But so it takes place in the Caribbean, and so it's all the little different islands. There's Havana,
Cuba. Havana is in Cuba.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sap. Wonderful.
There's Havana, Kingston.
That's Jamaica.
Yeah, very good.
You can go to
Charles-
Florida, like the south tip of Florida.
Yeah.
You mean
You
the
just have to- you
Keys?
just have to go
Yes,
steal
the
rum
Keys.
from everybody.
Yes,
That's actually part of the game.
That's a way you make
You
money.
can make a lot of money stealing rum in
That's
that game.
how the principal way you make money is by like
Plundering ships.
plundering ships,
Yeah.
being a pirate.
Arg!
That was
And
way
you
too
just
loud.
screamed that into the mic.
That was
Thank you.
way too
You should
loud.
apologize to the audience.
I'm sorry,
And
audience.
Belham. And Belham.
And Belham. I'm actually thinking about going and taking that out. But go ahead. That was like super loud.
And so what they tried to do,
I'm too afraid to hit pause.
they tried to do the ship mechanic with Assassin's Creed 3, but it didn't really work that well, and it was more like a fast travel thing than anything else.
Right.
But in this game, they really
It's a main component
they
of the
totally
game. and it's really
overhauled
good.
the sailing part of it. You can upgrade your ship. You actually sail the Queen Anne's Revenge Blackbeard ship
for
at
one of the
point.
for one of the missions.
It's
Yeah,
really cool.
Really cool because Assassin's Creed is big on historical details and historical accuracy, and you interact with a lot of famous pirates throughout the era, such as Blackbeard. It's really cool.
Blackbeard, Captain Kidd.
Yep.
It's
Long
it's a
John
really
Silver.
cool.
Han Solo.
The guy from the Islanders' old jerseys.
No, the guy from the
my
restaurant.
gosh.
Oh, okay. No.
So yeah, they really did it very well, and it was probably one of the best characters. He's very relatable.
Cool.
Number 3 is Batman Arkham Knight.
Mm.
A lot of people will put Arkham City, which in this slot, which I'm fine with. I love Arkham City, but I did have to choose one, and I chose Arkham Knight simply because
The Batmobile.
I actually do like the Batmobile a lot, which some people don't. They feel the game was too heavily centered on the Batmobile.
But it's the Batmobile.
Right,
It's-
exactly, which is the Batmobile. It has missiles and guns, and it's the Batmobile. And it's really cool. The world is actually a lot bigger than Arkham City's world, which I like, and the mechanics are just slightly more refined.
What number in the series is that?
It's
one?
number 4.
Number 4?
It's number
The
4.
last one.
Well, 'cause
Yes, it's the last
that's
Oh,
one.
it's the most recent one?
Well,
And
'cause
the ending is crazy. Yeah. I won't spoil
I think we
it, but
talked about the
is
ending
crazy.
before.
Yeah. It's the Nightfall
Wait, like
Protocol.
the 100% completion.
Yes.
Did you get it?
I did.
Yeah, 100%.
God.
I have 100% in my top.
Did you really?
In my top 5 games, I've 100%ed every Far Cry game. I've 100%ed all the Batman games. I 100%ed Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
You have a
Whoa.
lot of time.
I
on
do.
your hands.
Or a lot
You
of cheat
found
codes?
every single.
No, it's all done legit.
Every single Riddler trophy.
Yes.
Nowadays,
Every
like
puzzle.
And his
Yes.
average is in like the 90s, right? Don't you have like 90
I
average?
guess, yeah.
I guess.
I don't know. I don't pay
How do
attention.
you find all this time?
Most of it was, like, for example, Black Flag, I did it, like, over Christmas break.
He does all of this like during the break. He doesn't sleep.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
what I
sleep.
used to do when I was in college. That's when my gaming started declining.
Okay.
But I would always, whenever I had a break, it was like, okay, if I'm done with the fall semester, I had from December 16th to like January 20th, I would go out, buy 3 games, and make
just
sure I
play them,
completed
yeah.
those 3 games till it was up. And then once you have children, they
Yeah.
just don't have time for
And
it.
solar panels.
I'm getting solar panels tomorrow.
That's nice.
Yeah, I'm very
Nice.
excited
Captain
about that.
Green.
Captain Green getting
Captain
my
Planet.
my tax
Captain
discount, my
Planet.
tax breaks. But okay.
But yeah, so next is Fallout 4.
What's Fallout about? I hear a lot
It's
about this
so
game.
stupid.
First of all, it's fantastic. Second of all,
My friend Joe.
hey, Joe.
I get a text. I get a text at 11:30 at night the other day and said, "I almost fell off my couch when I heard the kid say, 'I will end you right now,' when you threatened Pegno."
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I will end you right now.
So you made Joe laugh.
I'm
Joe.
glad to make you laugh, Joe.
So what's
At
Fallout?
11:30.
so
at night.
Fallout is so picture the 1950s,
Yeah.
but we take 1950s like the retro style of it. So like picture 1950s TV.
Johnny
and cars.
Rockets. I'm
Yeah.
in Johnny Rockets.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Johnny
look at that.
Rockets.
Yeah.
That's the most cliched thing you could think of, right?
Yes.
Yes, but it's very
Exactly.
50s cliche. That's the point. And just picture we took that style into the future, and it's a very
Oh, so it's like the
advanced-
Jetsons.
It's post-apocalypse.
Yeah, it's post-apocalyptic.
Poca-
Wow, post-apocalyptic. And so it's in the future, but it's with a 50s flair.
Gotcha.
And
It's the Jetsons.
nuclear war
It
happens.
was like
It's the Jetsons.
it was like
That's what
the
it is.
Earth 2 from Flash. Did you?
Oh yeah, that was
Oh,
weird.
okay,
Earth 2 Flash was kinda like that.
So it's post-apocalyptic. It's
I
set
should
in the
like that.
future,
I wish our world would kind of look like that. That'd look pretty cool.
and it's
Done with the budget.
nuclear war. So nuclear war happens.
Yeah.
And you play as different characters in the different games, and they take place about, I don't know what, I think Fallout 4 takes place, let's say 5 years after Fallout 3,
Yeah.
or something like that, or 10, I don't remember. But either way, your character, for example, in Fallout 4, he comes out of the vault because Vault Tech, this company, builds these vaults for the citizens to say,
Oh,
if
is that the
nuclear
dude
war
with
ever
the
went
thumbs
down-
up?
Yes.
Oh,
that's Vault
I
Tech.
have that on my phone. Fallout,
Vault
Vault,
Shelter.
Vault,
Yeah,
whatever.
Fallout Shelter.
Actually, we're gonna talk about
Nonsense.
that later.
So are all the Fallouts roughly the same idea, or?
It's all the same idea.
It's survive. It's big survival
it's
in
a
a
survival
post-apocalyptic world. Yeah, it's a shooter, first person or third person. Fallout 4.
So the one you like?
My personal
what's
favorite
your
is
goal?
Fallout 4.
What's your goal in that movie? In that?
Wow, the plot is crazy. You wake up, in was it 200 years? You're in the vault, like cryogenically frozen for 200 years,
Like
That's
Homestead.
heavy.
and
This is heavy.
right
Doc.
before you go to
That's a
sleep,
lot.
a guy walks into the into the room and he shoots your wife and
Oh my-
takes your child.
Oh my lord!
And this
Oh
is
my-
a mystery. Yeah. And this is like the mystery in the whole part of the game because you wake up 200 years later and you're looking for your kid.
He's probably dead.
All the people, all the people that were originally in your like time period, they're all dead now because it's 200 years in the future, and
Right.
you wake up, but you haven't aged. So you're a middle-aged guy,
Yeah.
but you're actually 200 something years old, but you have the characteristics of like a 40-year-old.
And how-
Did you by any chance work at a pizza shop before this?
Oh, no.
And wake up and have to get a new job assignment from a Cyclops? Futurama.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't watch. I never
Oh,
watched.
I should watch
Futurama.
Futurama.
Yeah,
It's
that's
funny.
good.
So most of the game is actually spent looking for your son, who you eventually find is the head of this huge scientific organization called the Institute, who you could either join up with or go against, because there's like 3 different pathways you can go with the story, joining with different factions, and you find out that the head of the Institute is your son, and he's about 65 years old, but. So you're a lot older than him, obviously, because you're his father, and you're 200 something years old.
But you're younger than
But
him.
your appearance is like a 40-year-old, and he's like
Right.
60.
Right.
So it's a little weird, but it's cool. Anyway, it's a great game. It's got a ton of DLC now, and it's really big open world. It's fun.
DLC means
Downloadable,
Downloadable
content.
content.
Thank you.
It's like it's an expansion pack.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically.
Essentially. Except there's a whole thing now with a lot of DLCs are not that content heavy. A lot of times they're just like new textures or new
Right.
maps. There's not a lot of whole like core gameplay elements. that are
However,
new.
in Fallout, especially
Yeah.
Fallout 4,
Yeah.
they've added a ton of new content.
Bethesda is usually good with DLC like that.
Yep.
They don't put fluff in there. Not like EA.
Oh my
EA's
God,
an evil
yeah.
company.
Battlefront. Season pass.
They're good for sports games.
They are.
Yeah. Okay, and my last, so my favorite is I had to choose something from the Far Cry series. I just went with Primal because, like I mentioned
Well, you say, yeah.
last episode, it's my favorite time period mixed with my favorite game franchise. I just
And
really like it.
you shoot dinosaurs?
It takes place in like the Stone Age / Ice Age.
Okay.
So it's like woolly mammoths and saber-toothed cats and stuff. It's really cool.
Will I meet the one from Ice Age?
Oh my gosh, no.
The
And
one voiced by Ray Romano.
Oh yeah, the one that sounds like that.
wasn't
pretty
the
good,
character
Beast, huh?
voiced by like Nicki Minaj in one of them?
Wait, which one?
In like Ice Age, like
Well, Sid is
4 or
John
something.
One of them was
Leguizamo.
voiced by Oprah, I think.
Well,
Oprah?
Sid is
One,
John.
one was Nicki Minaj, I'm pretty sure.
Sid is John Leguizamo, and then
I love John Leguizamo.
the tiger is Dennis Leary.
I don't know how you know this.
Yeah,
right now.
Tiger's Dennis Leary. Saber-tooth Tiger's Dennis Leary.
Mr. Captain Stacy.
Yeah.
Ray Romano is the man, though. I don't care what anyone says. Everyone loves Raymond. Was the funniest show
Yeah,
like on
it is very
television.
funny.
You're Raymond,
the
aren't
brother's
you?
funny.
He is
No,
Raymond. He is Raymond.
You're
Oh my
Raymond.
gosh.
This is a
You are.
revelation.
Yeah, big bro.
You have a big bro.
You have a big bro.
Yeah, but oh, that's right. They like me more than him. Got it. That's good.
Okay.
That makes
BSAP, let's hear your list.
Okay, so in no particular order because I like these games a lot.
Yeah, that's part of the list.
I will have.
Yeah, that's why we're ranking them.
I'm going to...
All right,
Okay.
Miani, go.
All right, excuse
No,
me.
let him go. Let him go. That's
Number
fine.
5, I have Star Wars: The Old Republic.
I can see a trend.
Oh yeah, they're all Star Wars games.
I can see a trend.
Number 4, I have Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic.
And the difference between the two games is...
The Old Republic, it's like Knights of the Old Republic. You have to, it's against like you have to go find a Jedi who was like they presume killed.
Are they all like button mashing games? Because that's my favorite.
What do you mean by
Quick time.
What?
Like you walk around, you kill somebody, you keep walking, you kill somebody
point and
else.
It's like
Hmm?
it's like not.
Like point and click sort of.
No, he
Warcraft-y.
means like
It's
he means
more
like
of
a
an ex-
fighting game.
it's like an
Mortal
ex-
Kombat or like
No,
a
no.
You mean, oh, like a hack and slash.
Like a
kind of-
God of War type of game.
Yeah, hack and slash. So
I call them button
it's not like that.
No, it's more
No,
of like a
it's-
first-person shooter like slash exploration. Like you
Oh,
have
okay.
to figure out where to go. And
You just
then
see a hand
start
with a
shooting.
lightsaber in it.
No, what?
You said it's a
You've confused
first person.
him,
You
Mr.
confused me.
Why? What's there?
It's
He
not
says
a-
at the camera angle.
No, you're not a Jedi though. You're not a Jedi.
Oh, okay.
Is it
You-
first person?
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
Or third person, depending on you want.
Okay, so you can play either way.
Yep. Okay.
So you're either walking behind the guy that you're controlling,
Uh-huh.
Or
or you see his hand with the weapon
Exactly.
Yes.
in it. Okay.
Great.
Why is it so confusing?
I don't know.
It's
Okay.
not.
He's easily confused.
All right. So my number 3.
Yeah.
This game was on my first iPad. It was Battlefront. There was a version of Battlefront that was on my iPad.
Okay.
It was really fun.
That's fairly new, right?
Well,
He's not talking about the new Battlefront.
No.
No.
This was an iPad version. My brother and I used to play multiplayer. Here come the comments.
Did he beat you
Yes.
He most certainly
all
did.
the time?
Absolutely.
Every time?
All
Did
the
you ever
time.
win?
Once.
Do you ever?
Once, one time.
He's lying. He never won.
No, I did. I did.
I have the
Number
funds.
2 is Battlefront. the one that is out now.
Okay.
My only gripe with Battlefront is that I feel like it's
game-
kind of. Wait, can you hold up a
But the
second?
game hasn't even been completed.
Not that the one that's
He's
out
talking about
now.
Yeah, it hasn't even been
Current one that's
completed.
been out for a few months.
I know, but like not everything.
Is
not
it,
everything's
is,
even
is,
released.
is it on the shelves?
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
it's on-
He's
then it's
saying-
out.
Okay, what
It doesn't
Pedro's
matter,
saying
he still
though is
likes
there's-
it.
they're still releasing DLC for it.
Oh yeah, every game has that. I mean, that's like, you can't say Fallout 4 is not complete.
Right, they're still releasing DLC for Fallout 4.
But I feel my only gripe with Battlefront is that I
It's
don't
a
feel
little
like
repetitive.
I don't feel like I've gotten a full game yet.
No, you're right. My only complaint with Battlefront is like I think there's one campaign mode. Everything is multiplayer.
The campaign stinks too. It's like defend the pod for 20 minutes and then you beat it.
No, he's right. That's exactly.
It is right.
He described it perfectly.
EA does that. They release
Well, now
half-completed
and the
games
new
all time.
Battlefront, the one they're releasing when is it?
What?
Wait, you're not about to put a game that hasn't come out yet on your list.
No, when is the new?
Okay.
No, when's the new one being released?
Probably like 2
In the
years.
future.
Yeah,
Well, after episode,
whatever.
No, the new
Whatever.
Battlefront 2 is going to be released after episode 9.
Oh, I
Nine.
also got a text from Joe,
Oh, okay.
and
all right.
it just said, "Ha ha ha, Finding Dory."
I can't wait for that movie.
Can we talk about that later?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd like to
sure.
talk about that
Finish this, and then I'm
later.
gonna talk
It's
about
getting
Finding
killer
Dory.
reviews.
So that's
Is
that's
it
your
really?
list.
I mean, it's a Pixar movie.
What-
Everyone fan.
Every
over
Pixar
Pixar.
movie.
Pixar. You like Pixar.
I
I
didn't
do
ag-
like Pixar, but I feel like
No,
They
the
get
only
a
the worst
little
pic,
too much attention.
the worst Pixar movie is The Good Dinosaur. That was the worst one.
Yeah, that
I'm
was,
waiting
that
for
was
it.
not
It's
good.
Cars
I'm just
2.
waiting for Incredibles.
Cars 2, get out.
Cars 3's coming
Get
out.
out. Get out.
Everybody hates Cars 2. What are you
What are
talking
you
about?
saying? Cars
Everybody
2 is amazing.
Whoa,
Bell-
whoa.
Bell
this,
him.
this is a different conversation for.
Yeah, different.
Let's finish the
conversation.
video games.
Oh,
first.
that's another episode.
That's another episode.
Favorite Pixar movies.
We'll rank them.
Boom.
Yeah.
With the rank.
Oh, Miss Moranzoni wants to be on the show.
Nice save.
About Disney.
Thanks. She wants to help us rank Disney princesses. I say we're in.
That was
I'm
me and
in.
Is
Nemo's
Princess
idea.
wait
Are
is,
we in?
is Princess Leia considered a Disney princess?
No, because she
Oh
has to
my
be one of the
God.
animated.
We're gonna kick
like
you off
Disney-
the show
yeah,
soon.
So
No, she's not.
No, she doesn't.
Okay,
know.
fantastic. I got one. I got one.
Was that your list? You
No,
done?
I have
Oh,
one more. My number one is
Star
Lego
Wars.
Star Wars.
Oh God.
It's
That-
actually-
no,
That's on my list.
You
No,
can-
Lego Star Wars.
That game
in
is
his defense,
absolutely beast.
is
It
a
is so
great game.
fun, and I'm so looking
That
forward.
game's on my list. In his defense.
And I'm really looking forward to Lego The Force Awakens.
I really like
It-
the Lego Star Wars games, like, because Telltale did a really, really good job with it. Like, because it's like cute and it's funny, and it's a nice take
But
on the
it's
story.
it's authentic Star Wars.
It's
It really
very
You know,
is.
authentic.
the new one, they're actually they recorded dialogue, so you'll have
I don't know
all
how
the
I f-
line, like
I
some
don't
of the
know how
lines
I
in the
feel about
movie, and
that.
I like that.
I don't
idea.
like when
it's
they talk.
definitely.
What'd you guys think of the Lego movie? Because they really
I
incorporated.
saw.
that.
Oh, don't even. I saw the Lego movie for the first time on Friday on
Came out, like,
TBS.
2 years ago.
It doesn't matter. I didn't see it because I'm also like 17 years old, and yeah, who would
I
want?
went to s-
What does that
I
mean?
because
doesn't make a difference. Just get on with it. Get on with it.
Great, fantastic, amazing movie. That movie was amazing.
The Lego movie?
Will Ferrell in
How many
like,
saps does it get?
It gets with the 5 being the worst.
Yeah, 5 being
worst.
the
It
worst.
gets a 0.5 on the SAP scale.
Wow.
Wow.
It was excellent.
I think that's better than The Force Awakens.
Easy there.
The same ranking.
I love how they
Because you gave
included
it 4.5 stars.
Will Ferrell.
Or did you give it 4.25 stars?
I gave it 4.5.
No, 4.25.
This is why I don't.
I
do
think
the
you gave it
decimals.
4.25
I gave
stars.
Captain America Civil War 4.25.
No, you gave them both the same. Remember?
It was 4.5.
It was a
did.
whole
He
Alright.
did,
argument.
didn't he?
It was
What is
both
going
the-
on?
Anyway.
So I love how Will Ferrell, like he was the evil. I forgot his name, whatever the evil guy was, but he really dad. But he also played the the evil Lego guy. Great movie.
Now let me ask you a
Great
question.
movie.
Like
You
the
gave
Star
it,
Wars part.
Oh yeah, when the Millennium Falcon came in, I was like, yeah, yeah.
so you named 5 games. They were all Star Wars related.
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't play
He named.
You
3
open your game
games.
drawer or wherever you keep your games
a cabinet.
in a cabinet.
Is it just Star Wars?
No.
What do we see in BSAP's game cabinet?
You'll see Battlefront.
tell
Well,
you, not-
Battlefront.
not too
I
many
down.
games.
Battlefront. Well, most of my games I downloaded off the PlayStation Network or whatever it's called.
or whatever.
So what you'll see is Battlefront. You'll see NHL 16,
Mm-hmm.
MLB The Show 16, FIFA 16. That's it.
Okay.
And then I have a Wii, which
And then all these games. Or are these games downloaded?
these games are like the Knights of the Old Republic. I can only
PC.
play on my iPad.
Or,
Okay.
yeah.
What? Okay. So you do play other games besides Star Wars games?
Yeah.
Okay. Who wants to go next?
I'll do mine.
I already know what number
I
one
gotta,
is.
I gotta wake up after that.
No, that was okay.
Oh God. Okay, so
That was harsh.
God, I'm a human being.
That's questionable. But go ahead.
You beat me to it. Mr.
I didn't have these. This is kind of in order. But my 5th one is gonna be Portal 2, which I
Okay.
I got Portal 2.
What's Portal 2?
I'll go through it after,
Oh, okay.
after I do
All
it.
right.
Number 5 is Portal 2. Number 4 is BioShock Infinite. Number 3, Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Number 2 is Just Cause 2. And number 1 is Halo Reach, just like Mr. Moran there.
Yep.
So,
Halo
okay,
Reach, I
so
knew it.
Portal is... Portal and Portal 2 are widely regarded as like some of the best games ever made. And they're made by... Oh, God, I'm forgetting. Valve. Valve made them, and the first game was kind of like... It was kind of almost like a student project that they put out. It was kind of like low res, low poly, but it was...
Puzzle.
Yeah, it was a puzzle game. It was really good and like made a huge waves. And basically the concept is that you are trying to escape this research facility with a portal gun. So you don't have a weapon of any kind, but it's a first-person game, and all you have is a portal gun. So you shoot one portal somewhere, a destination and an entrance portal, and you have to solve puzzles and get through the game. And Portal 2, they revamped it.
It doesn't seem very difficult to get out of a building with
No,
a
it's
portal
No,
gun.
no, no, no. Like I said facility. I said this is like
difference.
the game is set
Is it?
like several miles underground. This is like in this facility.
How
is
did
massive.
you get to acquire said portal gun?
Well, you're a test subject.
Yeah, you're basically an experiment.
Yeah, the
I'm an
first
experiment.
game is you're a test subject.
The first game
And-
you're a dude, right? And the second game you're robots, right?
No, well, no. In both games, you're a girl. Your name is Shell. And
I'm mixing this up with another game.
No, you're partially right. But in Portal 2, basically, you're trapped there and you're trying to escape, and you're fighting the old villain and a bunch of new characters, and it's really one of my favorite games. It's fun, it's quirky, the script is amazing, it's hilarious, and the puzzles are very inventive and really clever. And you're right, in the multiplayer,
That's the one I'm
in the
thinking
multiplayer
about.
version, you play as one of two robots. It's a co-op, and there's a whole new host of puzzles designed for two people, and you play these two robots who are test subjects. So, and then BioShock Infinite is the latest installment in the BioShock series, which I talked about at length last
Yeah.
time. Assassin's Creed, Black Flag, John, we went over. Just Cause 2, we also went over. And then Halo Reach, I also went over. But yeah, Reach is probably my top one on there for reasons mentioned already. So good on you, Mr. Moran.
All right.
Pegno?
Pegno?
Oh, it's up to me. Hold on. I go get my phone.
Want me to go?
Unprepared.
I'm ready.
All right, go. You gonna get him an unprepared bell? There you go.
I'm sorry. Okay, I got. Okay. So I'm just gonna say I don't really play video games that
That's
much.
fine.
Nor do
It's
I.
all right.
Yeah.
Um,
Wait to
so-
hear my list.
Most of my games.
These games are older than you.
Are from like, like my childhood, my younger years.
Rescue Heroes Firefighter.
Not Rescue Heroes 5.
That was a great game on the Game Boy.
All
Fantastic.
right, so with number 5, I'm gonna Lego Star Wars. Also, as we mentioned,
Good
Good game.
it's a really fun
Lego
game.
Star Wars is great.
Captures what
He's the
Star Wars
only
is.
guy who had a Star Wars on his list, and you're giving him an attitude about it?
It's at 5. I think it should be like 3, 2, or 1.
No one else had it on
Says
their
the
list.
game connoisseur who plays sports and Star Wars games.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Number 4 is Super Mario Kart Double Dash for the
Okay.
GameCube. I'll play that game any day. It's so
I
much
still
fun.
play that game.
Wait a minute. I'm noticing
really
it.
fun.
I'm noticing this. You texted it to yourself.
Well, yeah. It's just
It's
easy.
a Pegno thing.
It's it's called a Notes app too.
Yeah, but I don't want to use my notes app. I just want to text it to myself. Just leave me alone. Then I have Super Smash Brothers. They're like the same to me.
They're all good.
They're all really fun.
Okay.
As you can see, I really like multiplayer games. You
My,
play with other
my
people.
favorite Smash game is probably it's a toss up between Brawl and Melee.
I really
Mine's the newest.
People don't give the newest enough credit.
Oh, the new one.
The new one, like
The
so-
newest, the
I
newest
haven't
one is
played. I
really
haven't
good.
played it. It looks cool.
It's
I
really
played it
fun.
with my brother.
It's the one with the
couple
Wii Fit
times.
trainer, right?
The Wii Fit trainer is OP.
Really?
Wait, the Wii
I
Fit with the
expected
Wii
that.
with the one with the yoga board.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
yoga board. She's so
Yoga-
good, and he's well, you can.
Mega Man is in it
fantastic.
too, right?
Mega Man should have been the best character ever, but he sucked. He kind of
Yeah,
sucked.
he's not that good.
Personal
Favorite's Ganondorf, by the way.
I use Ike.
Marth all the way.
Number 4. I think by the time I stopped playing this game, I'd clocked in over like 200 hours on the
That's
game.
nothing.
This was
Go ahead.
Pokemon Soul Silver.
Oh, yes. Well
Talk to
done.
Mike Azara about a lot of game time.
Oh, I have 430 hours on Pokemon Platinum.
with this game, I wasn't like I was playing so much. My mom told me like I couldn't play when I wasn't in the car, so I would literally just sit in the car for like an hour and just play.
Where are you going in the car for an hour?
He lives in Long
I don't know,
Island.
Long
remember?
Island. We drive everywhere.
Ah.
Yes, it's kind of a lifestyle thing.
I feel you.
Excuse me.
We drive everywhere in Staten Island, too.
Well,
Yeah.
Also, Staten Island has one boulevard where you have everything.
Well, there's Victory Boulevard, there's Highland Boulevard.
I'm
That's
ta-
two right there.
I'm talking about Highland because no one really cares about Victory.
Okay.
You
No
know.
one cares about
Plus, Staten Island shouldn't have a Victory in.
I like that. That was
You're
You're
gonna
good.
getting closer and closer to
That
getting
was good,
kicked off the
Dad. I like
podcast.
that.
You're
I'll be
like-
with you on
Alright,
that.
I'm done. I'm sorry. I'll give you money.
Don't hurt me.
I can just hear
Mr.
the
I just drilled a hole into
I-
this
no,
head with his stare.
I can just hear the.
You
I
need some
can-
quarters for the meter? I got
I
it.
can hear the sound of the shovel digging yourself deeper with every word
Yeah,
you
I'll
say.
give you some quarters of the meter.
I don't drive. We go through this all the time. I take the bus in.
When you drive. Continue with your list, or are we done with this?
No, we're not.
I have one more.
Go.
Go.
Oh my god. And the number one is Arkham City.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, nice,
like
nice,
Arkham
nice,
City a
nice.
lot.
The gameplay in Arkham Knight is a lot better, but I really like the story in Arkham City.
The Arkham City environment I love. Like
It
so
is
cool.
good.
it's really good.
That was like the first game where you could like catch items and throw them back.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It was really inventive.
Also, how catch works. You know, when you play catch.
Thank you, Pegno.
Can you play catch?
I'm gonna turn your mic
I
off.
do play
You
catch.
Who do you play
can't play
catch
catch in,
with? Big
in
bro.
Bay Ridge in the middle of the street where they have no parks.
You know,
Where,
Big Bro.
Brooklyn?
Yeah.
He lives right. He lives right next to a park,
Boom, roasted.
and so do I. So there's two right there.
You know, Big
Where?
Bro. This is just.
You know what Staten
Big
Island
Park.
is? It's the borough of parks. It tells you that when
there's
as soon
like
as you
a
walk
deer
in.
on the nearest highway.
I saw a dead deer yesterday
Did you? Where'd you see a dead deer?
on Long Island. You know.
Oh, really?
Thanks, Mr. Ron.
All right, is it my turn?
I think so.
We are all
All right.
over the place today.
We are all. No, we're not. We're
is
fine.
great.
I think we're doing all right.
All right, all right,
Fantastic.
All right, now my list is these are games that I really enjoyed playing, but they're very old.
Abraham Lincoln.
Astro.
Abraham Lincoln was president.
I like.
Come on.
Pong.
Asteroids.
No.
Pong.
I actually
I like
have a-
asteroids.
I actually
My
appreciate a
dad
lot of
loves
older
asteroids.
games.
I
None
like
of-
older
Pac-Man.
games. So let's go.
None
let's
of
hear
my
this list.
games predate the first PlayStation. so,
Pong.
Really?
yeah.
Oh.
They're all after PlayStation.
They're all PlayStation and after, yeah.
Okay.
I could make a top 10 of my favorite NES games.
Well, I didn't want to.
I haven't done a lot of
I have
really
an
heavy
NES and
element.
I still love it.
NES are good.
There's one game that I could put on here. I'll put it as my in my honorable mention. That's from the Sega Genesis.
Okay. Okay.
We'll say that now. That was called Stealth. I was obsessed with being a fighter pilot when I was a kid.
Okay.
For some
you.
reason.
That's why you were the aviators. It's all
Yeah.
coming together.
Right.
Oh my lord.
All I did when I was a kid was watch Top Gun.
Okay.
And,
Top Gun.
and
That's
play.
fine.
And
Playing
we had
with the
arcades when I
boys.
was I was
Yeah.
young. They had actual
What are
arcades.
those?
Exactly.
Wait, they have what?
Arcades. which-
Wow, those are
They
real.
make
Those are
cameos
real.
in Star Wars. Don't worry.
There was
you'll know them
one.
from somewhere.
There was one in the
Wanna buy some
Woodbridge Mall. We used to go to the
Netsticks.
Woodbridge Mall all the time, and there was an
The
arcade
Woodbridge Mall.
in the Woodbridge Mall.
Hey, I go there sometimes.
And I would get
That's
a
fun.
pocket full of quarters, like $10 worth of quarters, and I would play Afterburner, which was you were a pilot of an F-14 Tomcat, and you just shot planes down. and
there's
it was,
a
but it was one of the games where you in a
Yeah.
big cockpit.
I
It wasn't
love it.
just like a stand up joystick.
yeah, yeah.
You were in the cockpit with the throttle on the
Oh
left hand
yeah,
side.
they still have something like that at
at Chuck E. Cheese.
no at
Dave and Buster's.
ESPN
They do
the,
have a Chuck E.
the
Cheese.
They do have
Sports
a
Zone restaurant in Disneyland.
Oh, okay, cool.
I could see B-Stuff going to check
Hate.
But with this
No.
stealth game, you were a stealth bomber pilot.
Okay.
Nice.
And I was so obsessed with it that I had a Batman motorcycle helmet. It was like just a plastic shell of a motorcycle helmet for kids
Sure.
with the plastic visor.
Please say what I think you're gonna say.
I altered it, modified it to be a fighter pilot helmet.
Could we please roast them?
No,
please?
that's fantastic.
That's awesome.
I was like 9.
That's
No,
like
that's
me
amazing.
playing. That's like me role
Didn't you
playing
have a-
Star Wars with the Darth Vader.
Except
mask.
what he did
and
was
you're,
cool.
And you're 17 and
No.
you still do that.
Wait,
He
didn't
did that when he was
didn't you
9.
wear like a Mickey Mouse visor?
I could tell many stories
Also,
about
you
that.
just
Tegno.
bought that. Like he made
Right. Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
buy it.
I
I-
cut the
oh, no,
front
yeah.
That
piece
showed
off.
ingenuity.
I cut off the front piece so that it was like, you know how they have the air mask
Yeah.
that clicks and unclicks?
Okay.
And I took a fanny pack. Remember the
Yeah.
I got like a fanny pack I got from a free like Yankee game or something, and I cut the clip off.
Oh, that's so cool.
And I put one clip on one side and the other clip on the front piece so I can clip it in. So I actually could take it off and put on my air
How old
mask.
are you?
I was like 8 or 9.
I give you credit for the ingenuity.
Well, this is what
behind
kids did before social media.
Oh,
They
Before Star Wars.
before
Well,
definitely not
well,
before Star Wars.
Well,
Get out.
before the prequels.
Ugh.
And I remember just sweating in this
days.
thing. Like it was hard. I would play for hours. I'd just be sweating inside this helmet. But that's my honorable mention.
Okay.
Number 5 for me was Call of Duty, the first Call of Duty
Okay.
game.
Okay.
Sure.
It's pretty. It's actually. It's good.
It's
like,
a
it was
it's
good.
Call of
for
Duty,
the
the
time.
first
It's a
one?
good game.
Yeah.
It was a World War II first-person
The
shooter.
first 3 of them.
It had a lot of glitches. There were plenty of times I remember where I had to turn the game off and turn it back on
Yeah.
because it got frozen.
But that's it's
or
expected,
someone just
yeah.
kept saying "Red Army, Red Army, Red Army,"
Yeah.
It's, just yelling that over and over again. I couldn't stop it. I love that game. I always loved sniper rifles,
Yes.
and that had a lot of sniper
There are
rifle in
cool-
it.
There are a lot of rifles in that game.
This next game, I don't know if anybody's ever heard of. It was called Animusha, and
I haven't heard
it
of it.
was a ninja game. You've heard of it?
I haven't heard.
Oh, it was a really cool ninja magic kind of. Think of God of War,
Okay.
but you're a ninja
That's cool.
fighting magical bad ninjas.
I
Okay.
like it.
Yeah, it was a really good game. They came out with there were two of them. Actually, I think there might be three of them, but the first two were great. And like they had levels. Like it's not like now where it's just one big long story.
Okay.
Right.
They were like you ended a board and you started another board. You got
Right,
to the
yeah.
Is this like a top down?
what's
Like
that?
what was the what did it look like?
Is it side scroller? Is it
It was
3D?
It was kind of like
What
a
is it?
Tomb Raider and Resident Evil, like the first Tomb Raider, Resident
Okay,
Evil.
so like
Gotcha.
over the shoulder.
over the shoulder,
third
but you
person?
could 360.
is it overhead?
spin it.
Is you could have like
Okay.
an overhead camera view.
So a third person.
not completely bird's eye,
Okay.
but like you
so
know.
a third person like hack and slash.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, but they were puzzles. Like you
Okay.
mentioned puzzles in Portal.
I'm picturing the original Tomb Raider right now. Is it similar? Like you said?
yeah,
It is?
yeah.
Okay.
But much better graphics.
Okay.
Much this came like
Than
10 years
boxes.
after
Okay.
Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Minecraft.
But like in order to get certain gems or certain keys that you needed, you had to
Okay.
open up like chests. And the chests had these ancient like Asian puzzles that you had to figure
Okay.
out, which was pretty cool. That was my number 4. Was that number 4? 1, 2, 3.
I think
Oh yeah. Number 3 was Spider-Man 2.
Oh, that's a great game. Delivering pizzas.
Yeah,
movie,
love
huh?
Spider-Man 2. It was like Grand Theft Auto but Spider-Man.
Wait,
Wait,
ones
why
that-
do I
yeah.
feel like I had that game?
Well, you didn't because it's not.
No,
Star
I
Wars.
feel like there was a game. I feel like there was a game where I had to deliver pizza. I'm trying. That could have been it.
Was it Crazy
Was it
Taxi?
on Game Boy by any chance? Like, was that like
I
a?
was thinking.
I don't know. Maybe thinking of Paperboy. Paperboy was a great
No,
game.
I definitely. I was definitely delivering food.
Was it SpongeBob?
No,
Were you playing Burger Town or Burger Time?
no.
You go think about that. Let me get on
I
my
have to
list.
think back to my childhood.
Spider-Man 2. Love that game. I would turn that game on and just swing around the city.
That's what. Yeah, it was like.
I'm pretty sure
I
I had that
remember
game.
like people always praise it for the swinging mechanic and.
Oh, it was great.
I could
Great.
just swing around Spider-Man for like hours.
Yeah, absolutely. I was
fun.
like, yes, forget the mission. I'll
That's
just
kind
swing
of like
around.
what. If you played if we've played
Yeah.
Just Cause, that's something you can do in Just Cause.
Like-
with the grappling hook and the parachute, just go around the world.
The
Just-
thing is, like,
But you're not Spider-Man.
No,
You're just
Right.
a guy with a parachute.
no,
on
but
your
it's
back.
just
much,
a-
I think it's much cooler because
you're-
you have rocket launchers and machine guns.
you're
But you're
just
not
a
Spider-Man.
mercenary with
Yeah.
like, you're just a mercenary with a bad attitude and a lot of one-liners.
Yeah.
Oh, there.
Hello there.
Not a one-liner.
That is a one-liner.
My number
not.
2 was the
Quite
original
innocent.
Doom.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Not for the PC. I played it for PlayStation 1.
Okay.
And this was a very big part of my life when I was a freshman in high school, which was
course.
1996.
Wow.
Yeah. And I got really sick when I was a freshman in high school, so I was out of school for about 30
I
days.
think I remember
minute,
this
what?
story. You told us this story a
happened?
while ago.
Do
I
tell.
had when I was very little, when I was like 6 or 7, I used to play in my brother's room. I used to jump on the beds. I used to jump on Big Bros.
My
beds.
brother would always kick me out. He literally.
Well,
take
no,
me
this
and
was
kick me.
my brothers weren't home, and they both shared a room. And my brother Mike and Tom had their beds in this room, and I would throw a ball off of one wall and jump on from one bed and jump to the other bed and catch the ball.
That doesn't sound like it ended,
That sounds
ended
like fun.
very well.
That sounds really fun
Well,
if you do
I had
it right.
I know I had a great time.
Okay.
It honed my baseball skills at the same time. But little did I know that there was a spring sticking out of my brother Tom's bed, and I cut my stomach like near my like right in my belt line, and I didn't tell anybody
Oh,
because I was 7 and I shouldn't have been jumping on the beds or 8 or whatever age I was. And so I tried to take care of it myself, and it got infected.
Yeah.
And it went away eventually, but years later, when I was 14 in
Did you
high
tell
school,
anyone yet?
I never told anybody because it went away eventually. But then years later, when I was 14, I had this big lump in that area, and I went to the doctor, and they actually thought I had like lymphoma because there's
Ooh,
there's a lymph
that's
node over there.
Not good. Yeah.
So it ended up just being what they call an abscess, which is just
Okay.
like a
Mhm.
pocket
Yeah,
of
it's just
infection. So they had to cut me open and they drained it all out, but they couldn't stitch me up. They had to pack me with like gauze and stuff.
Right.
So I had to stay out of school until it healed.
Okay.
So for that
They staple
month,
you?
no staples. It was just gauze in a hole.
Ew.
And every day I had to take the gauze out and put new gauze in.
Mr. Wright, if you ever wanted a way to trigger BSAP, you've done it.
Oh yeah, no, it was the worst pain I've ever felt in my life.
That reminds me, BSAP, when I crushed my finger with a dumbbell. and I could see the bone
Or the
through
time
it.
I dropped the
showed-
desk on my toe in middle
Yeah,
school.
and I had to
Yeah.
rewrap the gauze every day because otherwise it would get all like pus.
Because like
Never watched the Saw movies.
my mom stood home with me.
seen.
My mom stood home with me for a couple of weeks, and she did it for me.
Okay.
But then I had to learn how to do it because she had to go back to work.
Right,
Oh my
right.
goodness.
So yeah, I had just picture a big turkey baster.
Okay.
Because it's what it looks like. It looks like it's a big syringe, but it
Yeah,
looks like
yeah,
a turkey
yeah.
baster. And I used to have to fill it with salt water and squish it in and out of the wound. And then I would have to pack it with new gauze.
That's cool.
But the entire time I'm home for that 30 days, all I did
Play Doom.
was play these
Oh, yeah,
two
that's the
games, my
reason
number
we're
2 and my
talking
number
about
1. Number 2 was Doom, because there's like 180 boards in Doom.
Yeah, there's a
and
lot of boards.
with Doom, you started a board, you had to find the red door.
Yeah.
And that was you had to find the red key and get to the red door, and that was the end of the board, and they would give you a code to the next board.
Wait a minute. What about doing homework that you missed?
They sent it home, but I that stayed in the it stayed there
in the to-do box.
in the to-do box. I didn't have to take my midterms. They gave me grades on my midterms. They just replicated my first quarter grades on my midterms.
Really good.
So that was pretty. Yeah, I had 90s.
Nice.
But that was pretty sweet. But yeah, so Doom's on my list. My
you go.
number 1. I think me and my brother were the only 2 people to ever play this game. It never went anywhere. It was never big or anything like that. It's called Kingsfield, and it was for PlayStation 1. And it was if you take Doom and make a fantasy game out of Doom,
Okay.
okay, you start off with nothing. You're just like a serf in the middle of the woods, and you end up finding gauntlets and you find swords. And
So it's like Zelda.
it's kind of like Zelda, and you have to learn magic as you go through the game.
So it's
So it's like RuneScape.
I don't know. I never played that one.
Oh.
no, it sounds pretty.
But you have
Zelda.
5 different types of magic. You got the earth, the fire, the water, the wind.
Like
all
an
the-
Avatar.
Oh, stop
Okay.
it. Stop
This
it.
was all like in 90s,
against Avatar.
in the mid 90s.
Hold on, wait a second.
Everyone likes Avatar.
I like that.
Hold on.
I don't like anything about Avatar.
I don't either.
Yeah, I don't.
All right,
It's
Like,
not
why
mine.
why does his head have a giant arrow on it?
because that's
Did you watch any
Okay.
episodes?
Yes, and I didn't like any.
You
of
know the
them.
highest grossing movie of all time is Avatar.
Yeah, they're making like 5
right
more.
now.
Talking about a different
Yeah, and they're
Avatar.
building
No,
a
I'm
park
just-
in
I'm just-
Animal
I know, but I'm
Kingdom.
just saying.
That makes sense.
Did you guys ever hear of Mist?
I mean, I
I know
usually playing it in the
You like the
summer.
Stephen King book?
That
Well,
was
there's a
fun
game.
to
There's a
beat
game
that.
called Mist.
no, I don't know.
You're kind of walking around this island for a long
the
time,
mist?
trying to find stuff. But if Kingsfield was kind of like Mist and Doom fantasy,
Okay.
put it together, and you had to learn magic, and you had to
It
fight
sounds
this.
pretty cool.
Yeah, you
Like
had to
Lord
fight
of
this
the
big
Rings.
dragon at the end.
That's cool.
And you had to learn all this different magic and stuff, and you had to walk throughout all these mazes. But that was my number 1. My honorable mention, this God of War, which
Okay.
is one of my favorite games of all time,
The original.
the original,
First one.
and Lord of the Rings: Two Towers. You ever play that game for the
I've
PS2?
never
I
played the
think I
game.
did. I think I did actually.
I
Lord of the
have it.
Rings-
Does anyone want a Does anyone have a PS2? Say,
I
because
don't.
I have
I
a
don't.
bunch of PS2.
I never owned a
discs.
PlayStation.
I played a Lord of the Rings game on GameCube. I think it might have been Return of the King.
Mhm.
Because I remember it.
Well, they had all 3 of them, and I think they were all pretty much the
Yeah.
same kind of gameplay.
Yeah,
Did anyone play Shadow of Mordor?
I didn't. I heard it was really
That
good.
game just eclipsed my top.
I wanna
that was
play
number
it.
7 on my top 5 and an honorable mention. That's my number 7 on my top 10.
I really wanna
list.
play it.
It's a great game. Buy the Game of the Year edition.
It's the Arkham engine, right?
It's the Arkham engine, and it's the Arkham engine with the same Arkham like fighting style. It's really good. I recommend getting the Game of the Year edition because it's not that much more expensive now, and you get all the DLC, all the skins, all the extended map packs. It's
You get
really
to
good.
play as Samwise Gamgee. I'd pay for a game where you get to play as Samwise Gamgee. He's my favorite character.
It's really cool though. Play Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor if you haven't.
All right, nice. That was pretty good. Thanks for the topic, Mike
Yeah.
Moran. It was pretty cool. It got me thinking about my old video game habits. What are you doing? Oh, you putting in that's gross.
It is
That's pretty gross.
Why?
All right, we're gonna start our special segments, and I got us another soundbite here that I'm gonna play from Mr. Miani.
No.
There you go.
Okay.
This is Bit by Bit with Matthew Miani.
This is the Bit by Bit. And so we're going to talk about E3 today. So E3, the Electronics Entertainment Expo, started on Saturday, and it's going on right now. It's 3 or 4 days, I think.
Something like that.
It's in God damn it.
LA.
It's in LA.
It's in LA.
And basically every big publisher, every big developer takes their new products there, and they released a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a big thing.
Yeah,
and
it's huge.
It's massive. And so far, we only really have stuff from.
It's still in the pre-stages, though. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
really.
not
We didn't
like-
get into it yet.
we
So
ha-
next episode, we're gonna have all the news.
This week, we're gonna get a ton of stuff.
Right.
So far, we're only 2 days in, so only EA and Bethesda have had a press conference yet. But we've got a lot of cool stuff. There's a lot of stuff to talk about already. First up, EA has released a couple trailers. They released a trailer for Mass Effect Andromeda, the next title in Mass Effect series. And it looks like it's a pre-rendered trailer. There's no gameplay as
which
of yet.
unfortunately is what we're going to have to settle for a lot of games these days.
A lot of games have that, and it's misleading, and I'm sad about it. But
However, another game we're going to talk about did give us multiplayer footage.
yes,
We'll get
I'm-
onto
I'm
that
exci-
later.
I'm excited. But anyway, so Mass Effect Andromeda debuted, and it looks like it's going to be more of like an exploration theme, more than like a
Which
big
is
struggle.
cool.
It's cool, and the universe looks massive, and it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun to go around and fly around and explore new planets and new characters.
I feel like it's going to take on an even bigger RPG aspect.
It's going to be a big RPG
Yeah.
aspect, definitely. It's not clear what the plot is yet,
But
and I
that's
like
fine.
that.
That's
and I'm
fine.
fine with that. But it looks like it's going to be good. EA and BioWare have given us good stuff in the past, and I think it's going to be good. Okay, so also from EA, I'm going to go in a list of what I like the most. Next is Battlefield 1. Had its first gameplay trailer, or like the first really big gameplay trailer.
Yep.
It looks really good. It looks very polished. It looks, the graphics look awesome. The gameplay looks really smooth. I like what they're doing with how they're portraying World War One.
Yes.
I really like what they're doing there. Did you see the gameplay trailer?
I didn't actually.
There's one shot where like they both have gas masks on, and someone
That's cool.
axes someone else in the chest. It's
Oh, wow.
It looks brutal.
So it's World War One.
Yeah,
It's really.
It
that's
looks.
Cool.
It looks just.
It
as,
looks authentic.
It looks authentic. It looks just as brutal as it should.
Mm-hmm.
And personally, the thing I'm most excited about so far from E3 is Titanfall 2.
I just wanted to bring up, so if anyone didn't know, we have a release date for Battlefield 1 is October 21st.
Oh, yeah,
and we're
awesome.
just about to talk about Titanfall 2, October 28th,
Awesome.
2016.
So, Titanfall 2, the last Titanfall, I
First
really
Titanfall,
enjoyed.
yeah.
Yeah, the first Titanfall.
It was a launch title for the Xbox One.
It was a launch title for the Xbox One.
Exclusive.
It was,
Did they-
yes, it was exclusive.
Did they sell it with the consoles?
Yes,
What?
yes, it was packaged with a lot of the consoles.
It was, yeah. And
packaged with
it only
mine.
had a multiplayer mode. I really like. I
The
still really
campaign
like
mode
it.
was multiplayer. Like,
The
it was
campaign-
integrated,
The
yeah.
quote-unquote campaign was multiplayer. But now we're getting a single-player mode.
Which is what a lot of people said was the flaw with the original game.
That was like one of my biggest flaws
Yeah.
with the original game, other than EA servers, which, as we all know, are terrible.
Thank you, Pegno.
Thank you,
My
Peg. No, do that into the
God.
mic next time, why don't you?
I didn't. I'm all.
Yeah, he's all the way over
I
there.
know,
It's fine.
I know.
Good grief.
But it was a gameplay trailer, which
Yes.
I'm
We got
very
one
happy
for
about.
multiplayer, one for single player.
And they have new pilot and new Titan abilities.
6 new Titans.
6 new Titans.
6 new
exactly.
Titans as
Titan
opposed to
classes.
the 3 in
Yeah.
the original.
And the biggest thing as a pilot is that you now have a grappling hook.
Yeah, which was showcased in the
Which
trailer.
was showcased so well in the trailer, and the wall running, and the jetpack and parkour abilities look to be super enhanced.
Which
with
were
this.
really good in the first game.
They're really good in
The
it.
wall running, the wall hanging,
Yeah.
the wall jumping. It was
But
good
now,
in the first game. And
Now
it looks
looks
even better.
Now it looks going to be.
It was really
awesome.
fluid in the first game, which is one of the really good parts about it.
Now it's one of the things that you did really well. Like as when you played, I think it was like the stealth class, and you had the tracking pistol.
Yeah.
You could just run along the walls, just putting people out, and just never even stop running. And it was really good.
If anyone doesn't know, Titanfall itself, it was the developers for Titanfall are actually just a bunch of people who used to work for Call of Duty
Yeah.
and then split off and made a game that's going to, as a lot of people are saying, put the final nail in the Call of Duty franchise.
I really think it did.
Which between Battlefield 1 and Titanfall 2,
Call of Duty is
it's
done for.
it's looking like
Along with the negative reception of Infinite Warfare.
yes.
Definitely.
Thanks, Pegno.
And the last thing we're talking about today from EA is going to be new Star Wars games.
Ooh.
They hinted. Thank you. They hinted at a lot of new titles for Star Wars. They said they're working on another Battlefront game. a Knights of the Old Republic game, like a full-on thing, and also an X-Wing title for PlayStation VR.
Really? I didn't even hear about this.
I don't know what it's
I didn't hear
called
about that
yet.
one.
I'm not sure.
They haven't. They're being very tight-lipped about this, which I like. But so it's going to be a virtual.
It's going to be a VR game.
It's going to be a virtual reality game for. It's going to be a virtual reality game for PlayStation VR system, and so that's really all we know about it. They released some concept art.
Okay.
And it looks cool. It looks really, really good. Okay, so that's EA so far.
We're going to get a lot of.
That's what we got from their first press conference.
Like for our next episode of the podcast, we're gonna have all of the EA news available, and we're gonna go in depth
Yeah.
into it. So like,
We're gonna
I'm
get-
gonna be really excited to
Yeah.
talk about the Pokemon Sun and Moon footage we see because
Yeah.
we're getting gameplay footage from that and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
all the
for
other big
next
publishers
episode.
are going to get their
Yeah.
press
I'll
conferences.
talk about Star Wars.
The other
Pokemon.
the other big people who released stuff at EA so far is Bethesda. And Bethesda, as we know, made Skyrim and Fallout. They're an awesome studio. They're a powerhouse. And their biggest thing so far was Dishonored 2. And they released a gameplay trailer. It was in-engine. And
which is what we want. We don't want
yeah,
any
so
pre-rendered
I should
footage.
clarify. Okay, I should clarify. In-engine is footage that was
Pre-rendered.
no,
No, taken
no.
directly from gameplay.
I'm
from
mixing
the
them up,
from the
yeah.
gameplay. So what you do is when you have the game run and you film it.
It's like capture card.
Yeah, exactly.
which is what we got for the Titanfall 2.
What is what we got for
multiplayer
Titanfall
reveal,
2.
which is why I really liked it.
That's
yeah.
what I'm excited about. And Dishonored 2 looks like it's going to be. It looks like it's going to be really good. It looks just as brutal as the first game, and the gameplay looks to be pretty similar. In this one, you play Emily Caldwin, who is the daughter of the Empress in the last
Okay.
game. You don't play Corvo. I think he's in the game.
Okay.
I think he's like your companion. Yeah, and then. From Bethesda, we're also getting a Skyrim remaster
For next gen.
coming to next gen. So that's going to be cool. And Elder Scrolls Legends, the collectible card game, is expanding to Mac, Android, and iPad.
Cool.
Then Mirror's Edge Catalyst is coming out on July 7th. Looks like it's going to be pretty cool.
Yep.
I
I think you can. There was a beta for that. I think.
Yeah, there was. I think it's closed now. I think they're releasing soon. I think they're done with it.
Yeah.
And I think, again, news from my special correspondent, Mark Pepperman, he said a new Xbox One was also
Yes, like a
announced.
Slim.
Xbox One
Yeah,
Slim.
the
Xbox One Slim was announced at E3. So is it going to be worth it? We'll see. Probably
I mean,
not.
it might just be like the original Xbox was to the Xbox 360 Slim, because they had the 360 and then the 360
Okay.
Slim. I'm
Yeah.
going to end up buying it because that's just what I do.
Probably.
So I'll be able to give a full report on that when
Right.
it comes out.
Okay, so that's E3 2016.
Sweet. Know what it's time for now. Oop, there's that sound again.
I don't know what the sound is.
Well, I hear it. It's an update from a galaxy far, far away.
Hi everyone. Let's do this. All right. So we have some Rogue One.
What is it, 186 days away?
186 days away. I remember
Wow, this
telling
is a
that.
special day for you.
Yeah. So we have some stuff to clear up now with Rogue One. Thanks to the people I listen to at the Star Wars Underworld podcast. So once you're done listening to this, you can go to them and you could talk about them. Yanni, I think I'll take. Great. So what we know is they are not, in fact, reshooting 40% of the movie. So Entertainment Week.
False alarm.
Yeah, false alarm. Entertainment Weekly is just a bunch of bozos, scruffy-looking nerf herders for reporting
There
that.
it is.
Nerf herders, really?
Yeah.
What is a nerf herder?
I don't know.
Han
exact-
Solo
Yeah.
is a scruffy looking nerfer.
No, but what?
Half-witted.
What is it?
No, that's all we know, is that it's Han Solo.
yeah.
We don't really
We
know.
don't know. I'm
But
sure
he,
there's some.
he was
some-
offended by the term.
He was, which means it's offensive, probably.
He's going to be right back.
So, also, we have new information about what the executives thought. It turns out my report from last week that J.J. Abrams was going to be coming on as an advisor.
Did he email you back about it?
No, no, he did not
Hey,
email me back
BSAP,
at all.
what's up?
Yeah.
It's JJ, big fan.
That was a good impression, though. I will give you credit. That was good.
That wasn't an impression. I was
Yeah,
just speaking.
He was just being pegged now.
No, but it sounded like JJ.
J.J. Abrams, hope you
Do
listen.
you hear him at night? In your dreams.
Okay, that's enough.
Continue to be sad.
So he is not coming on in his advisor role, but the son of Ralph McQuarrie, Chris McQuarrie, I think that's his name. He's very angry that they're reshooting all they are because he just doesn't want the movie to be changed much.
Is Ralph McQuarrie still alive?
No. What do you?
Continue.
Just curious.
So
That's fine. That's fine.
yeah, so
think that was a
40% of the
valid question.
movie is not getting reshot, which is the good news out of all of this. So yeah, anybody else have anything to they'd like to add to that? John, I know.
So are they reshooting or not?
They're reshooting.
They're
I just don't think
reshooting,
it's
but
as much
not
as we originally
40%
thought.
because
Yeah.
40% is 10 less than half a movie. So when you think
Yes,
about
it's
it,
a numbers work.
Wow.
So what we heard first that they're probably just putting in a cameo is probably what's actually going to
who
happen.
would
Yeah.
the cameo be of though? I
I don't
mean,
know, Stan Lee. I hope Stan Lee cameos.
No, it's
for
probably
Star
gonna be the
Wars.
new guy who plays Han Solo.
yeah.
Oh, Young
now
Han Solo?
they're
Young
talking
Han?
about instead of
Young
Alden
Han?
Ehrenreich or whatever.
He's great, by the way.
I did see some of his stuff. He is good.
Watched
but-
Hail Caesar again last night.
again.
Yeah, I saw Hail Caesar.
Was that with
That's with Alden Ehrenreich.
is that with George Clooney?
Yes, George Clooney, Scarlett Johansson,
He
Jonah
gets
Hill,
kidnapped?
Channing Tatum.
George Clooney gets kidnapped, right?
Yeah,
He's a big movie star in
It's
that
fun.
one.
It's okay. It gets what does it get?
On the SAP scale,
I'm trying to figure it out. So you have to do the
five is the worst.
Yeah, we know.
1.5 saps.
Okay.
Okay, that's pretty
Is
good.
that a 7?
Ish.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
It's a 7.
That's pretty good.
3.5.
So they're talking about at the end maybe having an end credit scene. I know they usually don't have that in Star Wars movies, but for this one they might
That's
have.
a Marvel thing. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah,
since
I
this
think
really
DC
isn't a
does that.
Star Wars, this is a Star Wars movie, but it's not in the episodic.
It's canon though. Yeah.
It is everything here is canon. It's just it's a standalone film, so it's not going to be like every other Star Wars movie. So they're talking about having an end credit scene with Han Solo and Chewbacca. Han Solo played by Alden Ehrenreich.
Is the guy who-
entering the cantina?
I really hope they don't mess up Han Solo.
I hope
guy-
that's another
Is the
story.
guy
I
who
really
played
hope
the
they don't.
Chewbacca in Episode 7 coming back?
Yeah, well, Peter Mayhew.
No.
Wait,
Action Chewbacca.
Oh yeah, he probably.
Probably, right?
But probably they're both coming back.
I heard that Rogue One is supposed to end 10 minutes before
Yeah,
A
that
New
is-
Hope
that's-
is supposed to start.
Is that true?
Yeah.
That's
Which
which makes me
cool.
think here.
That would be so cool.
I hope it ends like on the Star Destroyer that's pursuing.
It
No,
would
yeah,
also be-
I've heard two
yeah.
possible endings. One of the possible ones is Vader's Star Destroyer, which I forgot. John, what's the name of it?
It's not
The
his
ex-
super
the
star.
ex-
It's not his
not
Super
his
Star
super star.
Destroyer.
It's just
It's
a
just
regular
the
one.
executor?
It's
No,
the
it's
secret
not.
one.
No, it's I forgot the name of it, but you do see it in the trailer. You could tell by the X's on top of it near the shield deflectors.
If you look up the clip, it's not his.
Yeah,
It's not the executor.
it's the one that chases Tanta 4 though.
Yeah.
And the scene apparently the end scene is Darth Vader on the bridge of that Star Destroyer, and it's looking out towards Tanta 4 with the lasers firing and everything.
That's kind of cool.
The other one is that someone on Tanta 4 approaches Princess Leia, and it's obviously not Carrie Fisher. It's just you see the back of her with the
buns.
the buns, and
The buns.
I think that's what you
you
should call 'em.
children, you children.
That's- I wasn't-
and someone
okay,
taps
I
her on the
wasn't really-
shoulder and it's like, "Princess, here are the plans," and then the movie ends right there.
That'd be pretty lame
That-
if you said it just like that.
Well, not-
Princess, here are the plans.
Not if that like you say like you get the music playing.
Princess, here's your plans and your soy latte.
Where's my money?
Well, so I don't know. I'm still looking forward. This makes me feel a lot
My
better.
grande sugar-free vanilla soy cappuccino wet.
All right.
So yeah, I feel a lot better now about the movie. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to the Han Solo or Boba Fett movie. That's the story.
As long as they don't mess it up, it's all right.
And I just checked the E3 Twitter feed. There's a few things came out today, which is Gears of War 4.
I think you had your moment already, didn't you?
Is it? I'm getting
This is important.
one more.
All
One
right.
more.
This is
It's
important.
it's like 10 seconds.
I thought so
And Minecraft is getting a virtual reality expansion.
No. Stop.
Virtual reality, huh? You got to wear a headset for that?
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Oculus Rift.
Yeah, I meant,
Probably.
yeah, that's
You
pretty
have
cool.
one?
No,
I'm
Oh,
sorry, that game
we
is
actually-
trash.
I'd
we
give that a
actually
shot.
we actually have at Xavier an Oculus Rift developer kit. It's
We
in
do?
Fulio's room. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They're like 200 pieces.
I'm thinking of buying one actually.
I'm not thinking of buying
There's not a
one.
lot of.
Is
there's
it
not-
worth? I don't know
there-
if it's worth it
not
yet.
yet.
though.
Not.
Yeah.
I have a Google Cardboard that I mess around with.
Wait, is it the Star Wars one?
No, it's Captain America one.
Oh, David had the one with for the Force Awakens. He got it for free off Google. They made a couple.
I got mine from
Did you
Kellogg's.
get upset?
Yeah, I got upset because when I went to go get one, it's like, oh, we're out. I'm like,
No, they sound just like that.
All right, Pegno, it's our turn.
Okay.
Which I have something for us too. See if it works. There we go.
Boy.
It's the pull list.
Is that what we're using?
Hey,
Go ahead.
that went pretty well.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so I was confused this week on the poll list. What's the matter, BSEP?
I'm confused. I like that. I'm sorry. Why do I exist? Okay.
Okay, so they said that there's a Superman and a Batman #1 coming out this week.
Yes.
I'm not sure if those are reprints or are those #1s.
Those are #1s.
Okay, so
the
those-
Rebirth was a separate. Rebirth #1 is a separate thing.
So yeah, it's kind of like zero issue.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are on my list. I'm getting those. Han Solo #1. I'm getting.
I am looking forward to that very much.
Did you get?
Very much.
Okay.
But
But
the thing is, how is that going to play into the movie? That's another. I don't know.
well,
It's a secret mission given by Princess Leia.
it's gonna be the movie, so you might as well just read the comic book.
I'm so confused.
No.
With this movie.
It's. I think it's in between.
I don't know if this movie is
4 and 5.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see what happens. Let's see. I also have Civil War 2, #2. Do you get that?
Yeah, I'm gonna be definitely picking that up.
There was a lot of death at the end of the last one.
I'm not done reading last week's books,
Oh,
so
whoops.
Agno just
That's
goes
okay.
through these.
And then I have Back to the Future, Citizen Brown #2.
Mhm.
So I think that should be okay. I like the first one. Back to the Future is like my favorite movie of all time. So
Is it really?
it's
Oh,
actually my
absolutely.
legit
It's
favorite.
definitely
movie.
it's up there for me too.
Okay.
It's my #1. And then I also have Spidey #7. Those are
Spidey
fun.
#7. Who's he fighting in this one?
I don't know. I like to be a surprise when I get
Oh,
it.
who's on the cover? You don't see it?
I don't look at the cover.
Oh, look at
Because
you.
because when I get it, and then it's like he's fighting whoever, probably like the Scorpion or something.
Right.
Because we haven't seen him yet.
Well, since I'm not done reading last week's, I got the new Poe Dameron.
How was
which
that one?
I didn't read it yet.
I didn't read it yet either.
Because I feel like this is a very slow-moving comic.
Oh, it's build up. It's building up, I guess. And then I
like
got
the villain. He's cool.
Then I got I did read the Amazing Spider-Man #2 Civil War.
Didn't read it.
Amazing Spider-Man Civil War.
No, Amazing
2.
Spider-Man Civil War 2.
Yeah, that's it.
Civil War 2.
Right.
Civil 2 1. Too many numbers.
Yeah, did you read it?
No, I've read it.
It's okay. It's just him being introduced to Ulysses. Everyone's being introduced to Ulysses.
Oh, the
He's
new
the-
guy.
he's the Inhuman.
The Inhuman who can tell the future,
Right.
but he's weird.
Yeah, so Peter's there basically to help him learn how to
He was
be
pretty snarky
responsible.
in that meeting. He was pretty snarky in that meeting. He
Oh,
was
sure.
cracking jokes. He was like, "Oh, okay."
Who, Ulysses?
No, Peter.
Oh, Peter. Yeah. Any so Superman and Batman are coming out this week? Tomorrow?
Yeah. I didn't even get to read Wonder Woman yet. All the stores I've gone to have sold out. She's selling pretty good, I guess.
It was okay.
You said you were confused.
Yeah, I was a little confused about it. Because she's confused in it because
That's never good.
something happened with time, obviously, right? With Dr. Manhattan or whatever else.
Yeah.
And she, in her mind, has these two kind of realities that are fighting each other.
Oh, maybe like both of her origin
Yeah,
stories.
exactly.
Probably the one with Zeus, and then
Yeah.
the one where she was made from clay.
You nailed it. So she's fighting between these two origin stories in her mind,
figure
and she
out-
doesn't know which one is real.
All right, we'll see what
So
happens.
that's pretty cool. So that's the pull list. Anybody got
What I'm annoyed about is they haven't mentioned what they're gonna do with the Watchmen, because
Yeah.
that was kind of a big thing. And like I'm
I'm
kind
sure
of
that'll play out over time.
I'm expecting like probably like a Watchmen reboot, right? First, has everyone here read the Watchmen?
I haven't read it, but I have a
Everyone know
decent
about the
knowledge of
Watchmen? I don't want to spoil it because there's
Is
some
that like Todd Huer?
Todd QR. What?
I'm sorry. I
Like,
don't know.
like
Ah.
Omega Rolex?
Very
I think we're all
it's
confused.
a watch joke.
that was really
Hold
Oh
on, hold on.
my
Apple
gosh, I
Watch.
just
Hold on.
got that, Matt.
Hold on.
Come on, Matt.
Todd Huer.
I'll take care of this.
I thought you would appreciate
I-
that.
I-
You have
I
a Swiss-
just
you have
got
a
it.
Swiss
No
watch.
watch jokes.
Ah, bonsai.
I deserve that. I did buy that gong.
All right.
Swindled.
So I guess spoiler. Do you get?
Go.
No,
Just
I don't
go.
care.
Just
I don't care.
spoil
All
it.
right. So spoiler alert for the Watchmen.
And
Okay, that was
Okay,
an
so-
unnecessary countdown.
Rorschach dies at the end,
Ah.
and he's like the biggest character in the whole book.
he was cool.
Yeah, he's the guy with the ink on his face.
I'm totally
They don't.
lost.
You're talking to the people listening now. You're not talking to these guys.
I'm just seeing if they knew.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and then
right. Oh, sorry.
and you know Dr. Manhattan in the Ozymandias released a giant squid on New York City,
Release the Kraken.
and there's a ton of stuff going on like with
Thank you.
with Night Owl and Silk Spectre 2. So we'll see what happens.
All right. Anybody have suggestion today?
Hold on, real quick.
sorry.
Mr. I, how was
No.
Voltron? Did you?
Oh, thank you very much, Miani.
No.
So,
Wanted to-
Voltron new
Oh.
series came out on
That wonderful Instagram.
July
post.
10th. I did put an Instagram post
You have
on
an
it.
Instagram?
We have an
No.
Instagram, my friend.
I didn't even know we had an Instagram.
Yes, we do. If you
Sorry.
go to follow, that's all good. I like a lot of things about it, and I dislike a lot of things about it.
Okay.
It's a little too kiddie.
I don't mind the kiddiness. It's a cartoon, so I can embrace kiddiness. But the first episode was awesome. The first episode was all origin stuff, and it was an hour-long episode.
Awesome.
Every episode after that was a half an hour.
Okay.
And the thing that I liked the most out of Voltron, the original series, was that every episode was like Pegno would say, man on a mission. So Voltron had a mission.
Yay.
Every episode, Voltron had a mission.
That's interesting.
And at the end of the show, you knew you were going to get the 5 lions forming Voltron to fight a guy to end the show.
Okay.
Every show was
That's
that.
the way to do it.
Okay. In this series, it goes stretches of telling story without seeing Voltron.
Okay.
Oh, that's
So
a
you might
bummer.
go 3 episodes never seeing Voltron.
Okay.
You might see the lions in action,
Right.
but you don't see the formation of the thing, which is the only thing I waited around for at the
so
end of
it's
every
like
show.
2003's Peter Pan.
I have no
where
idea.
like
don't know.
you're like, where's Peter Pan? And he's like not in the whole movie. It's like came to see Peter Pan, but Peter Pan wasn't in the movie.
Right. So, that's one thing I don't like. I do like the storyline. The storyline's pretty cool. The animation is great. It's like they took the 80s cartoon and updated it to 2016, which is exactly what they did.
Awesome.
The guys look exactly like they did in the 80s.
Just like cleaner.
yeah,
the same
just
characters?
cleaner and brighter. Huh?
Same characters.
Same characters for the most part. The big bad guy. Oh, I can't remember. Can't forget.
Anti-Voltron.
No.
Bizarro Voltron.
Yeah, Bizarro Voltron. No, in the original, the bad guy had a son, and his son was like one of his generals that kept like trying to go after Voltron. They took him out of it, which I'm okay with because I never really liked him. But otherwise, it's pretty good. I'm gonna keep going with it.
Are you gonna suggest it?
I'm gonna suggest it. Thank you very much. That's my suggestion. Voltron. Go check it out on Netflix.
You're welcome.
11 episodes.
Nice.
All right. So since today or this week is the week we've been waiting for since 2003.
This is the week.
What?
Is
yeah,
it?
June 17th.
I'm very
We've been
confused.
waiting for
What
this.
happens on June 17th?
Finding Dory.
Oh my!
Has that even
goodness.
been like?
We discuss. You cannot suggest something that has not come out.
Yeah.
I will suggest it because it's coming out
No, you
within the
can't.
week.
You can't suggest it.
Are we doing another podcast this week?
No.
No,
Okay,
that's why
so
we're doing it
boom.
today.
You can do it next week when you see it.
I'm not changing it. Go see Finding Dory Friday.
Why? Did you have some vested?
It's Finding. Okay, the
I hope
iconic.
it's terrible.
Don't talk about it because
I
I'm
don't
going
hope
in
it's
blind.
terrible. I hope it's good.
I haven't seen one
Because
trailer.
I actually do want this to be
You can
good.
see the trailer.
No,
for
it'll be
Finding
good, I
Dory.
think.
I don't want to watch it.
It's a Pixar
I want to go
movie.
unsurprised.
I want to see it.
But what happened with Inside Out was all the jokes, all like the minimal jokes that were in there were ruined for me.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see
I
Inside
didn't see Inside
either.
Out either.
I haven't seen a Pixar movie.
I've seen parts of it, and I cried during most of it. So.
Yeah, it's
So,
so
you were the
sad.
sad emotion.
Oh, it's so sad.
It's so sad. You have
Okay,
to watch it.
all right. This is for a future episode. We need to address the Pixar theory
Yeah.
in a future episode.
We also
I'm
need
Got
just
that
saying.
right there.
We also
Yeah.
need to address
Really?
the Star
Pixar movies.
We're doing the
Star
Pixar.
We should do
theory.
the worst Star Wars thing. Everything like the worst.
Mr. Ventrella wants to be on worst Star Wars characters. I mentioned it
Worst
to
Star
him.
Wars
Yeah, I
characters.
saw him on the way out. He wanted to be on.
Sure.
I talked to him.
Pagano, you got a suggestion this
I do,
week?
and it's not really science fiction as it opposed to it's just fiction. Same way we'll talk about James Bond or Jason Bourne. It's not really sci-fi, but
That's
it's
fine.
not real.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's a book. It's actually an author by the name of Clive Cussler. I don't know if any of you have
I've heard
ever
of
heard of him.
Nice.
I like it.
I
My
read
uncle
a
hates
ton
Clive
of
Cussler.
really.
It's so funny.
I read a ton of his books. He has a million.
He has a character that's like a common thread, or no?
He
I'll
has
tell,
a few different
I'll tell
ones.
you, his main series, or the one with the most books, is the Dirk Pitt series.
like
It
Dirk.
follows Dirk Pitt. My personal favorite series is the Oregon Files series. They all
haven't
share
read-
the same universe, though.
I haven't read Oregon Files.
The Oregon Files is my personal favorite
good?
series of his. It's fantastic. He just released the newest book in the series.
Okay.
It's in Barnes & Noble. It's
I've
been
only
going
read
crazy.
Dirk Pitt. I think I've read almost all of them. Though.
Okay, but I'm going to recommend Clive Cussler as an author, just because he's an action adventure franchise, and my personal favorite series of his is the Oregon File series. So I'm recommending Clive Cussler and specifically the Oregon File series. Of
Very
books.
good. Cool.
I got a movie that I watched for the first time yesterday. The Usual Suspects.
This is like
awesome.
this is top 10 movies of all time for
It's
me.
This is
like-
my wife's absolutely
I
favorite movie.
finally watched it after forever.
Look at my wife getting a shout out for the first time.
Hey.
Mrs. I.
Hey.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
She doesn't listen.
Kevin Spacey stars in it. He won an Oscar for it, which he definitely deserved.
Oh yeah.
Kevin Spacey's the
And
man.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
gonna
don't
say
spoil
Don't
it.
go
Don't
in it.
spoil
I'm
it.
not gonna say it. It's,
See this movie, people.
see
Yeah.
If you
see
haven't seen it,
it's
see
on
it.
Netflix. I was
it?
yeah.
wow.
I was kicking myself for not having seen it before.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I see it when I could appreciate it.
Some
which is
people
right now.
hate this movie.
Ugh.
Really?
Those
I don't know
people
why.
are.
Those people are jerks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, especially there's also the kind of people
Yeah.
who hate or just have never seen really good movies.
Yeah,
like the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, like Lord of the
movies.
Rings.
You know, you
people who
always
don't
gotta
like
take
Lord
the
of the
shots.
Rings.
at
Or
the-
just never
Did you know
seen
that Lord
Or
of the Rings
Terminator
3
2?
won
Or
Best
Terminator
Picture?
2.
Hey,
It
did I tell you I don't care?
So yeah, go on your computer, watch The Usual Suspects. It's amazing.
Nice. Pegno?
This weekend, I watched half of Justice League: The New Frontier.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to finish it, but it was pretty good. I'd highly recommend it from what I've seen so far.
Uh-huh.
It's the Justice League in the 50s, and
Yeah.
they're fighting during Vietnam and
Another
stuff.
50s
Oh,
reference.
It's really cool.
Cool.
So you get like, I think Hal Jordan was like a fighter pilot.
Yeah, see?
It's
Listen, see? I'm Superman, see?
they
you
don't
can
say
do
C
that on,
I
ever.
want to see that.
Where do they do it?
And Wonder Woman's like a freedom fighter. It's pretty good. I suggest it.
Nice. Well, I
there you
think that
did it.
is the show, and this might be our shortest one ever.
Yeah.
This one felt.
At 1 hour and 26 minutes.
Wow.
Okay.
No, I think we have an hour and 25.
Here, just keep talking to me.
Oh. Yeah, right. Well, thanks everybody. Thanks for listening. Hopefully we'll be back soon. I don't know when we're gonna come
Smell
back,
you later.
Oh,
That's
wait.
Pokemon
No, I'm just kidding. I'll talk about it next week.
but Suicide Squad's coming out
Yes.
in
yes,
August.
yes, yes.
So maybe,
I'm excited.
hopefully it won't be that long. But if anything, that'll definitely be the.
We'll definitely
August,
have, we'll definitely
August,
have
I'm gonna be
episodes
gone
before.
for a while.
All right, we'll talk
And
about
let me
that
just
later.
say that
No one else
Suicide, don't see Warcraft.
Don't see Warcraft.
I give
okay.
it, let's see.
60,
Lot of
60
saps.
saps.
It gets 3.5 saps. It gets a 3 out of
That's a
10.
little. That means you think it was somewhat good.
No,
No,
that's a 2.5 out of 10.
just
Yeah,
don't
that's-
see it. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. Well, thanks everybody.
See you later.
See you later.
May the force be with you.